Alright. Naruto's hair completely turned to white with a hint of blue. Then he looked back towards Kisame. I'm going to allow you. I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear you. As within his mind, he was freaking out, scared out of his mind. He had just met an S-class shinobi, and they wanted to attack him. Now, Kisame, let's be reasonable. He's obviously the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. I mean, look at all those tails. As then, Itachi noticed something. There were now 11 tails. There were 11 tails within his body. Each and every one of my tails is meant to be a representation of the nine tails of the simply because of the fact that I admire their power. Now, leave me, or I'll kill you, he said as he then pulled down his blade, ready to attack at once. Now, let's work things out here. As then, Naruto quickly slammed down his blade upon Kisame. Kisame jumped back as blood began to pour out of the sky. What happened? Kisame thought as blood began to pull out of his body as he began coughing up the blood. What? And then he looked up to see Naruto. As so much blood was pouring out of his body. As then he quickly lifted up Samehada, and then slammed Samehada against him. As Samehada began to eat his chakra and supercharge the healing factor, completely healing him up. As then he pulled Samehada off him. Let's get ready! As then he disappeared, slamming Samehada down upon the fox, but it completely passed through him. Now do you see it? Do you see my true power? As then he lifted up his hand, touching Kisame's stomach, as Kisame began to cough up blood. What did you do? As he fell towards his knees, as then Itachi appeared in front of Naruto, as he pulled out a kunai, as the kunai was facing Naruto's neck. Do you truly want to continue this battle? As Itachi's Sharingan eyes blazed, you like to show off those eyes. Why don't I show off mine? Naruto said. As then he opened up his eyes, showing the legendary Sharingan. By the way, since you are a new Uchiha, what happened to the clan once I left, or once I was exiled? With Naruto saying he was exiled, and Itachi looking into his Sharingan eyes, he was dumbfounded, but then quickly regained his calmness. I killed them all. As then, Naruto's eyes then opened widely. In Fugaku, Itachi. As then, Naruto quickly pulled up his blade, completely slicing at Itachi. But Itachi had already placed him under his genjutsu. As then the world began to disappear. As then Naruto began to unleash flames as they burst off of his body, going everywhere. By the way, Naruto's extensive training and his overeating with the training allowed him to grow a body similar to that of a 16-year-old, even though he was 12. So he looked 4 years older than he actually was. So Itachi, do you truly want to die?